I think the one thing that I'm realizing over and over and over again, like so much is happening, it's fine, but I've realized every human being somewhere deep down is chasing like the same thing, which is I would say probably emptiness or nothingness, where nothing remains in your mind, and you're just literally like maximum present. And everybody finds it in different ways, right? I recently realized I've often find it while playing poker because you just have to make the best decision. You cannot be thinking about work or you cannot be thinking about anything else except just like that hand and what to do, right? And I think this is true for like artists, people who make music, people who paint. Like whenever you're doing it, in that period of time, like I think there's nothingness, and I think nothingness is whether you know it or whether you don't, you like it and you crave for it and you want it. And whenever you don't have it, you likely be more miserable. So, which is why like work is miserable for a lot of people in general, is because they do not find any flow state or nothingness, like that empty state, ever. And I don't think I find it very often too, because like if your job requires you to think a lot and make like a ton of decisions, like I was reading something yesterday that on a daily basis you end up making like 35 or 1,000 decisions every day. Um, you know, right from what you eat, what show to watch, what to wear, um, where to go, like that. There's like a trillion things, like whether to pick up your phone or not, or how to reply, whether to reply, so on and so forth. And like decisions can often clog you, like they won't help you get into a flow state. And with everything happening in tech right now, I think probably the only mode that, or like the only thing that I think I'll be happy with, like where I'll find true freedom, is if I find what my nothingness is. And like whenever you do find that nothingness, right? Like it could be something you've been doing for 15 years, like playing the drums, for example, right? Like the reason why people enjoy it or musicians really, really enjoy it is because they in that moment they are just present. So the question just comes down to, okay, you want to maximize the amount of time you spend in the present. That also translates to that the fact that whatever you're doing is play to you or fun to you. So you do it because you like it, not because you're great at it or good at it or want to be better at it, but purely because of the act of doing it. Anything. It could be writing, for example. It could be talking. Like I think I definitely enjoy conversations that um, I definitely enjoy a range of conversations, right? And like I do find my emptiness, flow state, nothingness in there. So you want to maximize doing that, and the earlier you find it, the longer you can compound it, and the better you will get at it. Because like this nothingness also maybe can give you freedom. If freedom, not only like financial freedom or money or etc. Or like ambition, career, but also freedom from yourself, of wanting more, of expecting, of being confused, of like doing 5,000 things, right? Like do you want to be, some days you're thinking about shipping code or change, like solving this problem, doing this, going there, learning this, learning that, whatever it is. Most of it is good, but greater part of it is not. It kills your freedom, unfortunately. And yeah, I think the past few months for me, I haven't found that flow state or nothingness in work or in general things, right? Like where you just sometimes maybe you have to wiggle through this time, like this sad, sucky phase. But deep down, you know that if you don't show courage to do what is most exciting to you in this sad moment, you're going to be miserable. So you want to do what is like hyper exciting for you at this point in time, whatever it could be, whatever. But the only bottleneck, like even if you know it, the only bottleneck is courage. Can you do it? Can you act on it? Can you accept that it just goes against the norm, your conditioning, or what you want? Like, it's hard to explain how I can't come up with examples right now, but like I definitely know that, like for example, I would want to live in Argentina for a year. I've been wanting to, or going here, or like having like this side project that will end up taking more time. But do I have the courage to do it? It's not a function of time or busyness. It's literally a function of courage. And I do have courage, but I also don't, right? Like I've realized in a lot of ways I can have more courage than other people, but in a lot of super simple ways I also don't. And that stops me from experimenting to find my nothingness in an act that I actually enjoy, that I can do for a very long period of time for myself, and then probably can it be play to me, work to others? Can I be top 5, 1, etc. percent at it and nobody else? Can I monetize, commercialize it, make it my bread butter, get freedom from money by me doing that is a question, right? Like artists, like look at a Kendrick, look at a Fred again. Like these people are not doing it for the money or the fame, right? Like they're doing it for the act because they would rather not do anything else. Like it's like Kobe also said that he'd probably be an average basketball player, but he would still play basketball, right? Um, I wonder if those people are lucky to find their things, or are they more courageous to just keep doing something? I don't know. I honestly don't. Um, and this mid curve is like wherever we are, like most likely 99% of you, like there's probably like 30 people who'll watch this. Out of 30 of you, 99% of you will also relate to being in the mid curve of just like autopilot, zombie mode life, non intentional, not showing a lot of courage, don't know what you want, don't know what you like. Um, and I've experienced that sometimes, but also not so much of late. Especially when you're not producing or expressing or creating, you're likely to not find it. I think that nothingness is often found in some form of expression, and that expression doesn't even have to be public. It can just be like, as I said, your journal, or you're writing a book, or a lot of things, right? I don't know, man. Like I sometimes feel like, okay, I would be like, if I'm a founder again, I'll do it better. I'll do it with this, and this. Sometimes I just like have no courage, and I'm just like, okay, I probably just want to disappear, live on minimum money, and never just escape this race. I mean, TLDR is you have to escape the race. You have to escape it in a way which suits you, where you actually find freedom. And freedom is like an overloaded word. Means different to different people. For me, it's not freedom from money, but it's freedom from probably wanting, or as like just ambition. And I don't think I mean, I think like the greatest way to this is also like just sitting in an abyss for like staring at an abyss for like an hour, or something like that. Like just sit, meditate, do nothing, sit, meditate, do nothing. Like, can you do that for, I don't know, man, 2 years before you start finding that for yourself? A sense of self is lost in nothingness in the present. Only when you're not in the present are you um, thinking about yourself, obsessing over yourself. Like me is a disease, and like earlier we realize that and can get out of it, the better. But getting out of it is the hard part. Like I realize it, but I still oscillate so often between no self, no self, no self, and it's conditioning. There's just a lot of ways you've grown up. But do I have the courage to be a monk, or do I have the courage to um, go off the internet for a year and just like fucking work in a coffee shop? Like that just requires courage. If you really want to do it, you've thought about it like 500 times. You require courage to actually do it. Um, until we don't show courage, I wonder if we're going to get lucky and escape this mid curve of just living this life. Like which is mostly miserable, mostly full of wanting and not happy. And there's anxiety in nothingness too, right? Because you actually don't know what you want to do, and sometimes it'll get to you, sometimes it won't get to you. So whole shebang around it. Um, I don't know. I think that's it for now.